This program contains scenes of nonsensical garbage and coarse language and is intended for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why, hello, my little trash bags. Welcome back to I Wasted My Money So You Didn't Have to Drunk Edition. During my new makeup nonsense bingo video, I thought it'd be a good idea to pick up some of the Bobbi Brown PAC-MAN collection. Why? Because I was drinking and I thought it would be fun. Okay, what the is this? And also, didn't this come out already? Like, I feel like this came out already. This looks familiar, but Bobbi Brown has a collaboration with PAC-MAN, which I don't understand why. It doesn't, I don't know, I feel like it just doesn't make sense for the brand. But wait a second, aren't they the ones that came out with the Monopoly one? Yes, they are. But I thought that was not a US release. I think that was a release only in Asia, if I'm remembering that correctly. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Somebody fact check me down below. But anyway, Bobbi Brown thought, hey, you know what sounds really cool? Let's have a PAC-MAN collection. Which, I mean, to be fair, right? To be fair, nostalgia does sell, even to the Pac-Man variety. Actually, you know what? If this was Super Mario, I think I would totally pick this up without even thinking about it. Not gonna lie. But this is, okay, you know what? You know what? I was gonna dog the shit out of it, but it's actually pretty cute though. I'm just gonna buy it. I'm just gonna buy it. I don't, you know what? It's so dark, the world right now. You know what's gonna make me happy? A Pac-Man highlighter, okay? So, oh, 15% off your first order. Bobbi Brown, baby. I love you. Okay, this is a little bit more complicated. I need some time. But I'm gonna do this, and then I guess we're gonna call it It's Stupid and I Want It. I mean, it's also a drunk purchase, but it's stupid and I want it. And I can't wait for this motherfucker to show up at my house, so next. Lo and behold, I purchased it, and then within 2 days, it showed up, which is kind of amazing. So like, kudos to Bobbi Brown for their shipping. Now, I didn't pick up the full collection because honestly, the full collection really didn't interest me. I only picked up the things that were of interest to me, and that is the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter. But I think there's a cleanser, a face base, and I want to say some sort of setting powder or anything like that. But I was like, meh, I don't need it. I want these two things because these are going to change my life. Or so I thought in my brain. Anyway, so please know that I purchased this with my own money, and I believe I saved 15% off because I was a new customer to Bobbi Brown. So I didn't exactly pay full price on these items, but I still wind up spending over $100. So, you know, not cheap. Anyway, that said, let's start off with the eyeshadow palette. And I want to read you the description because I love how the description kind of gaslights you a little bit. This eyeshadow palette unlocks your creativity with an interactive maze packaging you can play with, plus 8 fun yet wearable shades inspired by the iconic game, some embossed with the characters themselves. Velvety mattes, shimmering toppers, and a gleaming metallic blend layer with ease, making every brush stroke an exciting move towards your next look. I had to read the description about like 10 times because I was like, what? Huh? Excuse me, are we reading the same thing? Are we even looking at the same thing? Because the colors are the farthest thing to the actual game. And no lie, I kind of admire their confidence about it. And for that, I give them points. But anyway, I love the packaging so much. Okay, you're kind of stuck in one side. Come on, guys. Okay, see, they're kind of moving. I really do love this packaging. It is super cute. And when I picked this up at the time, I didn't realize that this was like a liquid cover and that you can play the game. So when someone mentioned that in the comments, I was like, oh, yes, this wasn't a complete waste of time. So I really admire Bobbi Brown for doing something a little bit different and doing something really adorable and executing it really well. Like, this is cute. Yeah, it's getting a little stuck, but this is really adorable. I can't stop doing this. Now, when you do open the palette up, you get a nice full-size mirror, making it very easy to do your makeup. So thank you for that. And I gotta say that this was surprisingly good. I know. I'm kind of blown away by it. Now, please know that I have no prior experience with Bobbi Brown. To be honest, I never really looked at them, with the exception of their concealers. This concealer is awesome and one of my ride or dies. And when I picked these two products up, right, I kind of really thought this was going to be just a goofy fucking purchase that I probably would ultimately regret. But you know what? I kind of don't regret this. Dare I say it's actually pretty good. In this palette, you get 5 mattes, 1 metallic, and 2 topper shades. So let's start with the mattes. These boys are pigmented. They blend like a dream and have serious staying power. Like, I had this shit on the other day for 12 plus hours and it looked like I just applied it. aka witchcraft. No muddiness, no patchiness, just smooth, sultry perfection. Honestly, it has me kind of checking out other Bobbi Brown palettes, but then reality smacks me in the face because I'm like, wait a second, $70 for another palette? Yeah, I don't think so, Tim. And you're probably saying, but why? You literally were just sucking it off. Well, yes, I was, but this color story is as exciting as a plain bagel. It's good, it's reliable, but it's not groundbreaking, nor are there other palettes. Plus, my Makeup by Mario palette is just, it's been my bread and butter lately. And honestly, I don't need any more competition from another set of basic bitch shades. So while I do love the mattes, other palettes on the brand's website, I don't know, like there's nothing really fascinating or interesting about it. As for the metallic shade, it's really nice. I also appreciate that it has a little Pac-Man embossing on it. So cute. It adheres well with glitter glue. It doesn't flake, it doesn't fade, which is a gold star for you, Bobbi. But it's more of a generic gold than a yellow gold. And let's be real, I think if they were to have a yellow gold in this palette, it would make more sense to Pac-Man. But this, including this kind of a gold in this palette, is kind of boring. It's playing it safe. I feel like they could have at least jazzed this up by putting some sort of electrifying yellow in there. That would have been really cool. But again, plain bagel. As for the two toppers, which are these guys right here, I kind of have mixed feelings on them. They're pretty, but they suffer from the worst kind of glitter bukkake situation. Not a deal breaker, but still glitter glue will be your friend. But it's still gonna look like Tinkerbell did a hot Carl on your face, you know what I mean? But once it's where it needs to be, they don't budge, they don't flake, and they look, dare I say, fabulous. Now for the shades, the two shimmers are these guys right here. Starting off with the blue one, which is called Blue Mode. It's kind of like an 80s hooker ice blue. It's so pretty. And honestly, my knees are getting rug burn just thinking about it. Gross, I know. Anyway. I really love, love, love how stunning it looks over the blue matte shade, which is called Turn to Blue. That shimmer on top of that blue, so good. I'm serving you Mimi Bobek and I couldn't be happier. But the pink shade, right, which is this one right here, which is called Pinky Pink, which is actually what I have on my eyes today. It's more of like a pink champagne, which, listen, that's fine, but I wanted it to be more like pinky, and I wanted it to be a little bit more pastel. Instead, we get yet another safe shade, but it still works beautifully on the lid. I would say that actually this one has a little bit more glitter bukkake than the blue one, but still, it's great on the lid and it looks amazing in the inner corner. So I can't really totally shit on it because they are a good shade. It's just, again, it's safe. Plain bagel. So listen, this palette is like a Hallmark Christmas movie. It's cute, it's predictable, and you already know how it's gonna end. A stressed out Melissa Joan Hart goes back to the town she left to somehow run into her old boyfriend, a haggard looking Dean Cain, who, for whatever reason, never left the town because he's now taking over his family business, which is about to go under because he doesn't know anything about business. So they need to get the community together and save the business, all while preparing for Christmas or something like that. It's fine, but let's not pretend it's winning an Oscar. You know what I mean? Like that's the reality of this palette. All right, let's talk about the highlighter, AKA this $57 glowing little bougie bitch. And you know what? I kind of fucking love it. Shocking, I know, because I was ready to kind of roast this shit to death for it being just way too dark, but nope. It's actually, dare I say, kind of perfect. But before I jump the gun, let's talk about the packaging. She's cute, but definitely not as cute as the eyeshadow palette. And now thinking about it, if they were to add this kind of feature to this, I probably would have been paying $10 more. Which, I mean, $57 is already a laughable price tag. Adding $5–10 more, that's insane. So I guess in a way it's good that we don't have that. But for $57, you do get this nice quality mirror. So I guess I can't complain too much. It's better than the Patrick Ta mirror, which is like literally this big. Anyway, the packaging of both of these products, they really do feel luxe. This one is a hair lighter, and I think it's because it doesn't have that liquid component. So this one is definitely lighter in comparison, but it still feels really, really nice and still looks really, really cute. Like it doesn't look cheap and shitty. Now the highlighter itself is described as a soft pink purple. And no, let's kind of call it what it is. A pinky champagne. Kind of similar actually to the pink champagne color that's in the palette. So it kind of matches really nicely. But I don't see like a speck of purple anywhere, so I'm kind of confused why they call it that. But whatever, who gives a shit, because the shade itself is gorgeous. But is it revolutionary? No. because we all kind of have these kind of highlighters in our collection. Now the formula is a gel-based formula that glides on like butter and gives you that wet alien slut glow that you know I love and crave. No micro glitter, no texture enhancing nonsense, just pure slutty sorcery. It's so good, in fact, that I actually want to explore other highlighters from the brand, but not at this price tag. Because let's be real, $57 is a bit rich for what you're getting. Now, if it were in the $40 range, I'd feel less like I'm being financially fucked. But bottom line, it is fantastic. But it's not the end-all be-all to highlighters. But still, I'll admit, I'm hooked for now. And the pan embossing is everything. Now, do I regret either one of these purchases? No. Not at all. Sure, I got a slight discount when I grabbed these, but honestly, I'm pretty happy to have them in my collection. And for the price point, you bet your sweet ass I'm gonna be using this a lot because mama needs to get her money's worth. Both products are pretty much basic as hell when it comes to the shades, but we're also talking about staple shades here. So I can already tell that I'm gonna be reaching for them constantly. If I had to kind of pick one over the other, I probably would pick the highlighter because I am a slut for highlighters, but this eyeshadow palette is a close second. Now, should you get it? It's kind of up to you and your bank account. If you happen to pull the trigger, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed, but make sure you use a discount code because let's be real, nobody's paying full price for this basic ass shit, okay? Myself included. Anyway, I like this. I'm kind of shocked. It's weird. This year has had a few weird releases and they haven't been completely tragic. Dare I say they've been fun. 2024 has been a garbage fire year, and I know it's just going to continue to be a garbage fire fucking few years, but it's okay. We're going to get through it. We're going to get through it anyway. But I would love to hear from y'all. Let me know down below if you're interested in picking these items up, or let me know actually some of your goofy ass purchases that you made this year. What were some things that you were like, this is so stupid, but it's actually kind of amazing? Let me know because I love hearing from you. And of course, I want to say thank you so much to my beautiful patrons and YouTube members for keeping this disgusting, filthy, trashy garbage boat afloat. I couldn't do without you, and I love your adorable little delicious faces. I just want to gobble you all up so you live inside my belly and we can be one. And with that said, I'll see you little trash bags later. Bye.